Burlington, New Jersey. And we are live now at the Burlington Prison in Burlington, New Jersey. And we are going to go dark shortly, but I just wanted to give you a little overview of the location. So I'm trying to spin the camera around. Do you know how to spin the camera around on the phone? Is it this way? No.
No.
Shows you how much I know. All right, well, you know what, just go like this. Does that work? Are you in there? Say hi. That's my team member, Nicole, and this is one of the fireplaces inside the prison. And this is an actual cell. So that's in a prison cell. And we have the gentleman who was our tour guide walking up the stairs. Oh, and Nicole is locked behind bars. And I'm just going to kind of give you an idea of the cells as we go down. Here's another one. And another one with a figure in the jail. And let's see what this is. Piece of the hangman's rope. Interesting. And let's walk down here. Okay, Nicole, if you want to tell them to go dark. You want to tell them to go dark?
Yeah.
We're going to go dark soon. There's another fireplace, non-functioning now, obviously, but at one time had been. Hopefully I can find everybody in the dark, because all I have is my phone.
Eleanor,
Yes,
who should I ask?
Sean, he's in charge of this, so if you want to just text him in that group message, say you can make us go dark.
Yep.
Okay,
And
thank you.
if I could do Estes in here, either now or at some point, I'd like to.
Sure.
Because I got nausea, blood taste, like every.
In that cell?
Yeah, that's.
I'm gonna
It's very heavy, very heavy.
get my cat toys out.
Yeah.
Nicole is right here. Oh, okay, there she goes. And we have just gone dark.
There you go, the actual photos.
And we are going to go into one of the cells down at the end of the hall here and get ready to do the Estes method, which is the headphones on, listening to white noise while we're sitting outside asking questions. Okay, I will as well.
Nicole, come to the dungeon. Dungeon.
Jen from Red Bird Curiousities is going to do the Estes method.
I'll put a flashlight out as well just to see if we get any.
Okay, don't tell me this cat ball died. Okay,
I have 4 of them with me as well. I have what kind of Eleanor?
all right. Well, that one works. I just literally put a cat ball onto the floor and it's lighting up now because I've just done that. But it's a great tool to use when you're trying to get spirit responsive. So spirits that are here, we are on the 3rd floor of the jail, and it is supposedly where the meanest and baddest of them were kept.
Oh, wait a minute. Did I get the new one? So.
I don't have my counselor headphones, but they're gonna be quiet enough and I'll blindfold, so it's gonna be quiet. Okay.
And they were kept on the 3rd floor so that they could not escape. When they used to have the dungeons on the ground floor, obviously prisoners could technically dig through underground and out the wall from beneath. Here on the 3rd floor, if they dug anywhere out, they'd end up on the roof and didn't know where they would go from that point on. So the dungeons in this jail are on the 3rd floor, and that's where we are seated. And there's my other team member, Renelle. And there's the entrance to the cell. And we are about to begin our session. You want to explain us through, Jen?
Sure. So I'm going to put a flashlight out. It's just a normal mag light. When placed in between off and on, it does have a tendency to be able to change itself kind of glitch-wise. But if it is in coordinates with any responses, that's when it does become a little bit more interesting. So if we do see that going on and off, or you guys see it going on and off, then...
And she's got her friend sitting right next to her, this lovely statue
I don't know that they named
depicting a
him.
former prisoner.
Alright, I'm just gonna get this.
From where you're at, can you see the camera on mine? Can you see that you're in there?
I think so,
Okay,
yes, I
all
see my
Mhm.
light of everything.
Oh, it's got a chain attached here that they attached the chain to him on the floor.
Eleanor, would you mind setting that over there just so it's like somewhat facing me?
Sure.
Just because I never get the other end of the conversation if I don't record it.
Actually, I'm going to go this way.
And that's the original chain.
Is it?
It is, yeah.
Oh, wow. So this is the original chain that they would have used to attach to the prisoner's ankle like they did on this statuette here. And then it would come here and connect into a bolt on the floor. And who just walked in? Hi, Nicole. That's my other team member. And I don't know where Joe is, but he's off somewhere.
He's all down. I'm gonna step behind you, Jen.
Okay.
Good.
Sorry, I'm trying to see.
Yeah, it's actually dark. It's pretty dark.
Mhm. There is graffiti on the inside walls of the cells.
So once I go,
Prisoners used these graffitied walls to count down the days that they were imprisoned. I'm
Alright,
sorry,
so-
Jen.
once I go under then, I told Nicole if I start shaking or going back and forth to kind of get me out, if it gets any bit intense there, I might pull the trigger a little bit earlier if necessary. But we'll go from there and I'll start the thing. This also has a temperature sensor on it, and I cannot hear anything you guys are saying right now. So, alright, I'm going to start the spirit box now.
When she says she's starting the spirit box, she's meaning that
Hello.
she's putting on the white noise and she's going to be talking. And we might be asking questions and she might be hearing something through the white noise in
Is
her
that good?
ear.
So I'm actually gonna ask
Bathroom.
questions.
Forward.
If somebody's here and can tell Jen your name,
What is the speaker?
my name's Nicole, and this is Jen, and Eleanor,
And Renelle.
and Renelle. I always wanna call you Renelle.
Tomorrow.
So we're here to try to get some information.
Out of here. Guard.
What is your name?
Can't itch, can't get. Home.
Mm.
Talking about him.
Why were you
Looking for
here?
the answers.
Why were you in prison?
For life.
What did you do?
You better not.
You can tell us, what did you do?
Do you know when you were here, what year?
Hung him.
You hung somebody?
Made a mistake.
Okay, we understand people make mistakes.
Yeah. Who's down?
Can you tell us your
Medic.
name? What is your name?
In the dungeon.
Yes, that's where we are. We are in the dungeon, but what is your name?
I'm looking at you now. How dare you do that?
I just rolled my eyes.
Oh.
The prisoner.
She just took a hold of the chain, probably to
works.
try and make a connection with the prisoner.
They hung him.
They hung the prisoner?
Every 6th, when we're on the ground, they could dig through.
Well, that's what I just told the audience, yes, when the dungeon was on
No
the ground,
fireplace.
they could dig through
Oh, yeah.
to get out. And yes, so the dungeons do not have fireplaces, that's what we were told.
Dagger and gravel. Out of it. Peephole. There was a man in here.
Do you know who he was?
And a woman tried.
It creeped me out when he said that he was looking at us right now.
Yeah, for sure. Can you see us?
Right at you.
Right at us. Okay, well, hey, I know you're probably not used to women being up here, but
I bet you he said look
Hungry.
right at you and
Mhm.
the box.
She was murdered.
What is your name? Tell Jen your name.
Talking to me.
Yes, tell us your name. We're here to talk to you.
if you have something you want to
Hello.
tell us, you can tell us something. We're ready to listen. In fact, I'm going to write your story
That wasn't
someday.
it.
Do you want to show us something? Do you want to tell us something?
Back cracked. Your people are all here.
Back cracked. You were talking about your back and how it was
Out of
hurting
the
you,
garage. Send him back out.
right? Didn't you just say your
Music.
back was hurting you?
I didn't, but I think
Gravel.
somebody did.
Oh,
I couldn't
maybe it
quite
was
make
Jen.
sure.
Maybe it was Jen that said that. And I said maybe
You-
it's
he
from
got
sleeping
yanked
on the
around.
floor.
In the tunnel.
Tell Jen your
But
name.
probably. Recant.
What did you
But
do?
it's all over now.
Okay.
80 years.
You got 80 years in prison?
Precisely.
Mm.
Come forward.
We're here.
Said you'll turn the lights out.
The lights are out.
Who knows though? There was no order.
I feel like they're telling us about what life was back in the prison and how they were getting ready to turn out the lights. There was no order. Maybe that was at the point when they had an overpopulation in the prison
He's
itself.
there.
That's kind of the impression I
They were
get.
dainty before. But now they're not. Congressman. Defense. The prisoner.
Just keep telling Jen. She can hear you.
The corpse.
Are there
Don't
a
go out there.
bunch of you here that you're trying to bring forward to tell your stories? Is that why you're saying come forward?
Stop. But the moment that they're done,
Flashlight.
all done.
Okay, the flashlight is blinking.
About to
Flickering.
saw.
Ooh, now it almost went
Other
out.
world. The
Can you
whole.
put the flashlight out all together? Can you make it go out all together? Or can you make this bull toy light
No.
up by moving it?
Yeah, have you touched the ball?
Oh, the flashlight
In the
just went
back
out.
there. Ooh, that was a
Now
weird
it's going
voice.
back on.
The baby. Save you? Hunterdon.
100 County.
Yeah.
Under the world. The workers. Move over. Stop.
Those words are being repeated because
Bloodshed.
people trying to come forward and
Just because. Containment. He's safe. Basement. The person though, he got out February 13th.
What year? Oh, that
Hi
flashlight
there.
came on really bright.
There's a significance with February 13th.
They told them not to.
She did a spirit box before we came here. We were asking about it, and it said something about it happened on February 13th, and just after 7:30.
Oh, and it's just after 7:30
Nobody
now.
else remember.
And February 13th it happened, you said? Wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Containment.
Interesting.
Air intake. Off the light switch. Nothing coordinated. Prison. 10-4. George,
George.
I'm here.
Lights off.
Her call.
Flashlight has gone off.
The lake.
She said George.
Soon as she said George. Can you turn the light back on?
The lady.
George, can you turn the light back on?
Yeah.
Or you can make this ball move.
And light up.
3. The room. Behind you. I'm there.
Where? It's pretty dark back there.
I could go out.
Now you can. You can go anywhere you want to.
You're not a prisoner anymore.
Dead.
Yes, you are, unfortunately. Sorry.
But we're ready. Who didn't? By ourselves. See the bodies, Jen.
Light just came back on.
But still flickering.
And out again.
Oh, back on.
There are 4 bodies.
4.
It just said you stop.
Hi. There you go. Come on in, Margaret. That's our other teammate, Margaret.
The local man's name.
We are live, and you can come on in and sit down with us. Renelle's here, Jen and Nicole and I, and our statuette partner.
I got the word right in front of you.
What the word say?
The doors. There's a problem.
What's the matter?
Almost.
She's doing SD. She can't hear you.
They'll get caught.
She can't hear you. She's just spewing out information that's coming through the.
Slap her. I thought she was going to a fit.
Where the mannequins are. People
Yes,
People.
there are people here near the mannequin.
that did nothing.
Yes, we did nothing. We're just here visiting to record your stories.
So tell
Feel
Jen.
it.
Tell Jen your story.
Like it's to be in here.
It's like they're conferring with one another. There's
Yeah,
a bunch of them talking about them talking to us.
Is this just a growl?
Oh. That's not good.
That's
In
amazing.
here, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's brutal.
So far,
There's
we've had
nothing
some
left.
pretty good stuff going on over here. We've had the flashlight go on and off a few times, and it seems as though Jen is making some
Say
sort
it
of
again.
connection with spirit, a
People.
group of spirits here at the Burlington Prison in
They're
New
on the
Jersey.
first.
If you hear her voice behind me, it's because she's just
Give it
spewing
her room.
information that comes to her in the white noise through the headphones
Energy,
that
but it
she's
wasn't
wearing.
me.
Right now, I think I'm going to take a break, and I'll bring you back on
Psychic.
when we move into
Yes,
the
ma'am.
next phase. So I'm going to leave for now and I'll have you come back in a little bit.
Captive.